Did you go to college for this or no?
Yes.
Buff State or
I
no?
went to Canisius.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went to Canisius. I did communication studies and digital media arts. So, and I also did like few games for like ESPN Plus. So.
Oh, that's hot. That's
Yo, what's good, man? It's Issy Pinchal Podcast with your one and only host, Glory Boy, back here with another special guest in the building.
what up.
Come on, full blast. It's been a while.
Full blast is busy.
We've been trying to do this
Busy,
in a
man.
minute. We've been trying to do this in a minute. But before we start this, y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are and what you do. And we can start this.
Yo, I'm Mike from Full Blast, which that's my whole lifestyle is Full Blast. I literally do everything and anything, and I get up at 4:30 in the morning every single day and grind till 9, 10 at night every day. My lifestyle is definitely Full Blast. But that's my clothing line right now, but I DJ, I produce, I remodel. I mean, you name it, I do it.
You know what's crazy? We actually met through one of the fighters that you sponsor.
Yeah, my boy from the gym. That's what a small world it is. That I seen him, and that me and you tried linking up, and like I said, we were that busy,
Yeah.
so we had to zing back and forth.
Yeah, most definitely. So let's talk about just where you from. Like, what's your background?
I mean, I'm from Cheektowaga, Buffalo, obviously here, but I was raised in every different lifestyle. Like I don't even know how to explain it in a way where my whole family background is basically all different nationalities, and so I see the world in so many different views, and it's deep. What I see is kind of deeper, I feel, than the average person. It's kind of it's surreal.
Right. Right. And also, like, with you growing up in Buffalo, what was your experience like, especially in Cheektowaga? Because, a lot of people that I've actually had on the podcast, most of them are from, like, west side of Buffalo or the east side, but you're from Cheektowaga, which is more like, I don't know if it's east side, east, north, or how can
No,
you...
it's kind of suburban, kind of. But like me growing up, I was everywhere. Like I had people everywhere. Like my whole different crews of like even playing basketball in the hood. Like I played basketball. I thought I'd play for life. Like I was a ball player, man. But like, just I don't know. I didn't have the right guidance as far as for basketball wise that I could have went. I was more of a street baller.
Right.
So I played in so many different tournaments and dude, I built a whole family. Like I got family everywhere, pretty much.
Did you play in high school? I mean,
No, that's the problem. Like I was just different. I was raised different, and it's definitely a deep story, man. My life was definitely deep.
let's talk about that. What makes your life feel like as a deep story?
Oh man, I growing up, basically me in high school, like it took me a good couple extra years, and I really feel like I could see things that people couldn't see. Like I could sift out the real and fake people. Like I feel like I was more grown and more older than everyone else, and like I really it was so deep that like I used to sell weed in high school, but like it was, man, I don't even know how to explain it. It was that deep where I just seen everything that it's hard to. I don't even know how to explain it. It's hard to explain it.
Right. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. When you say
It's
when you say it's harder, like how was the life like in your household? How did
well,
your
my parents worked all the time, so they weren't
Okay.
around. So I
They
kind of raised myself in a way. They were workers, but like
Okay.
I just was deep. I didn't come home. I mean, I came home all different times. I mean, I met so many different people, and yeah, I grinded like that. Like
did they know in high school you were selling weed?
no, not really, not really. No,
Because if they find out,
no. My mom used to ask me where I got new clothes from and all that, and I told her I told her the honeys. The honeys used to buy me.
the honeys for people that don't know, honeys maybe like your girls,
Yeah, the ladies. Yeah,
your
yeah.
ladies. But yeah, and also
Because I feel like I was a legend in high school, and that's such a hard thing to explain. Like
Right.
people like looked at me and looked up to me where it was crazy. Like they would actually I don't know, be fake. And I didn't want him to be fake because I want him to be real because I'm a real person that I, I like everybody if they're their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's kind of like I said, the stuff I used to see. I feel like I got special powers, dude. It's deep, bro.
Full blast, come on
Yo,
now.
it's deep, bro. I'm telling
Come
you,
on now.
it is
So
deep.
speaking of work ethic, because you sound like you grew up around people that were actually just working so hard each and every single day. So would you say you got that from them?
Yeah, because I had a paper route too at a real young age, and then so that entrepreneurship came from me from literally doing papers, and then I hired my boy to do it, and we split it. So I was like the boss, and I learned just to always. With I'm a good numbers crunching kind of guy. Like I really same deal. Like my credit I feel is immaculate because I always had that master skill on just like the budgeting and all that kind of stuff.
Right, right. And how did like what other things did you learn from your parents just growing up as
Just the
them
hard
just
work aspect
right,
and to be a good person, you know. And well, my dad, he knows a million people, and that's another thing. Me talking, like that's I literally know a million. When I tell you a million people, I really think I know a million
you know
people.
what's crazy? I do go through your Instagram here and there, and I see you taking pictures with like so many different people.
Yeah, it's
So that's also one thing that I wanted to ask you. Just what is what's the importance of just networking? Because I know you're very good at it.
networking. Like I tell my kids, I want to teach all kids. My point is, for networking, you never want to screw anyone over. You always want to build relationships and good ones. You can't expect you just got to do stuff out of the kindness of your heart and it'll come back to you. It will. Like you do things for each other. I know so many people just word of mouth if I DJ all their parties because it's either family, friends, or something like that. Like, and then now, okay, this guy can roof. He could do a roof for me or help me roof. Or this guy can wire. I got an electrician. My partner right now for Fullblast, actually that lives in Florida. He is a grinder, 100%. Built his electric company. This guy owns properties. He's got multiple businesses, and he's built just like me. We went to school together, and that's why I think we definitely formed this partnership too.
Right, most definitely. And then like you were just mentioning, just building good relationships. Uh, in what time period did you kind of experience a bad relationship, and how did you handle that?
Oh man, I don't know. That exactly thinking it deep. I don't even know. I mean, we've all been screwed. I feel like in this world, one time or another. I don't even know if I can think of it on the top of my head right now.
But being screwed though, like how did you handle
Well,
that?
not like I don't know, but I know my wife keeps me so like at a good ease, and that's a whole nother subject. And I don't know. I mean, I probably will jump around because that's how nuts I am sometimes, where I jump into different topics and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if you
No,
mind on that.
no problem, brother. That's the whole point. I want you to be as authentic as you can be. So
No, no doubt. And
most definitely.
my wife is the one that keeps me so grounded and tries to build me because I am so nice and to do for myself sometimes because I don't, because I do for so many other people. And I'm such that family man to build for my family. I want them to have I want to have nice things and nice stuff for them to come to. And I have a deeper part with my wife. She's more of the biggest soldier right now, fighting a battle so insane right now. Her with cancer too, so it's super deep right now. My life is even more stressed more than ever, but she is tough as can be, man. I'll tell you, that's a whole
Speaking of your wife, like how long have you guys been together?
man. We've been together for I want to say over 20 years. I want to say
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
Man, congrats to you, man.
Thank
But
you,
like,
thank you.
how did you manage to keep such a relationship? Because nowadays a lot of people can't keep a relationship
Oh, you're right.
for
Yeah,
anything.
you're right.
But like how did you manage, sticking with the woman and also knowing that she's dealing with something that's very, deadly.
Because
but you
I feel
still
like we're
there
the
for her?
same people. We're the same people, and we definitely were meant to be together. I'm gonna tell you something deep. So my kids, they're both born on the 4th of different months. Me and my wife are both born on the 29th of different months, and we're both the youngest of our family. And it's like because I got 2 sisters and she's got 3 sisters,
Wow. So it's like
and she comes from a Latin background, so she's Latina. So she's tough, man.
wow. That's amazing, man. And also like just being able to be with someone that's Latino. it could be you just entering into a different culture.
Oh, 100% taught me so much.
What did it teach you?
Oh, I could DJ quinceañera now for sure. I just DJ one last Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all salsa, merengue, bachata. I know all that music, man. Now it's
That's amazing. That's the importance of culture. And speaking of Full Blast, you have all different type of fighters that you represent.
yes. Oh, and they're all out of Florida. It's Shift. I want to say Shift is their fight club that they train out of, and they're all bad. I don't want to say dudes because we got ladies too, though. They're bad, man. They definitely are the real deal. So like,
Right.
my partner's the one that linked up with them because he's from Florida, and it's just bigger back out there. The BKFC now is starting to get really big up there, like the UFC. And matter of fact, my partner, which wasn't my partner then, but he called me when I had COVID and said, we're bringing that back out. Because I started this, I want to say 2008. And yeah, he wanted to bring it back to life because it has so much potential, man. I mean, with the logo, everything about it.
I know. I can see it.
Yeah, like my brand, the whole Full Blast is hold nothing back. Like you got to go Full Blast. Like you can't hold back from anything. If you're gonna go, you got to go.
Right.
So you know if you could do it or not. Like anything in life, you have to.
There's no holding back, and I like the meaning that it brings because there's a lot of people that have self doubts.
Right? No, you're 100% right.
They will see an opportunity and feel as if they can't do it, but Full Blast, you can do it. Go full at it. You can do it. But like in terms of like just life itself, have you came across some ups and downs, and if so, how did you encounter?
Man, you got to pray, bro. I mean, it's there's so many counters. See, my wife taught me that the whole like religion thing and the faith thing is so deep, where she tells me to take a step back and realize things, because sometimes you do have that short wick on things, and you have to kind of analyze what makes sense on actions before. I don't know what the word is to say for it, but like, yeah, because life's so deep and so short. You have to enjoy life, man, and you have to like, you should be enjoying it because you just never know anything in life. Why be, like I told you about the positive energy? We want to be around positive people. Like that's basically what we all should live for, and like the good energy.
Yeah, most definitely. I want to ask you this question because I want to go back to when you mentioned, you want a better life for your kids and so on, but how does it make you feel just being a father? Like, what is the feeling like?
Oh, that's the deep part. And my wife's the one who taught me that aspect, because it's so hard of like, I never knew I'd be a father. And it is deep to have like a little you. And my kids have two different personalities. And you could see my wife and myself in them. And it's deep. And him, when I get a phone call from school, like knowing that's what I just did what I want in high school. And it's kind of crazy. Like, and I didn't do it on purpose, like, but I literally walked through it, like I owned it, and not in a bad way, because the teachers loved me. You know what I mean? Like I had that good personality, like where they knew I had so much potential, but school wasn't for me. You know what I mean? I made it out alive, and I did graduate, but it took me a couple extra years where I had to go half years, and I would never want my kids to do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different world, though. Back in the 90s, I grew up in a good time, though.
Yeah, in good time.
Bro, I grew up in a good time, 90s, man.
I just talk about that. What was the difference?
Oh, my gosh.
Like when your kids come from school, what do they tell you that they're, like things that they're experiencing that were so much different from things
Well, this phone now, the phone is, we had to literally learn and talk and communicate. I'm a talker, if you can't tell, but I got everywhere in life from talking. You know what I'm saying? By like walking through and meeting all different people. Like so many people can teach you so many different things. And I love the aspect of learning is so huge nowadays. You learn so much that you don't realize, like when you're not learning, if it makes sense. When you don't know you're learning.
Right.
When you come across people.
Right. And I realized that too. I mean, with my podcast itself, when I have different guests, I get to learn a little bit from them, especially like different backgrounds. Because I'm more of, I don't know if you saw my Instagram handle. It says the most diverse podcast in Buffalo, New
And
York.
that's what I love about it, because
You know,
it should be like that, right?
exactly. So I bring all different people, and just sit down with them and kind of learn about their backgrounds, where you're from, and what did life teach you, and I get some lessons from that. And it's very important. Education can't just be in school; it could be through speaking to people and actually getting some insight from them.
Oh,
You know,
100%. Because my uncle taught me how to remodel. I know how to remodel. My father-in-law taught me how to remodel. Same thing. When I got my first house, I literally thought, like, my sister pays rent. Why wouldn't I? And through another connection, I got a house. All my houses I got through no realtors. And it's just from word of mouth, and it all came in a connection of a circle, and it went down like that. And I got a double, and I go, wait, why wouldn't I have my first house a double? If my sister's gonna pay someone, why shouldn't she pay me? So I put her downstairs. I worked on the upstairs, and basically, yeah, I mean, then she paid my rent or my mortgage. Like that. You gotta. I'm constantly crunching numbers where you
that's
gotta.
it.
What makes sense in life, and I feel like, yeah, there's so many things that you could seriously try to like.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and plus, the good thing is when you have your sibling in there, you know that they're gonna take good care of it. Not I don't know. I don't know.
Well, no, not always, not
not
necessarily.
always.
Listen, she drove me nuts. I won't lie. My sister drove me nuts. I only lasted a year there, but so now I get a phone call. See, my boy's dad owned an auction, and he would go buy out the stuff out of the house, like when people would either pass away or like if they had couches and everything else. And they're the ones who call me. Oh, this lady's selling the house, and I went there and basically, yeah, I told her I wanted the house.
Wow.
She
Man.
wanted 80,000. I gave her 60. I told her this 20,000 in work. So so I got her down to 60 grand, and now my house is worth
So it's like
300, 350 this day and age.
Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. Like you have to literally, you just have, like I said, you have to crunch numbers and what makes sense. And I knew the house game. And once you get in the game of houses, I know everything there is about a house. Like, so I know the potential. I could walk through and I could point out literally anything, and I know what I see. My third house now, you don't even want to know, I bought for 10,000, and my mom walked through with my niece because they were gonna move. They did move there for a little while, and my niece was literally crying, talking about, we're not moving here. But I seen the light in it, and now that house, I don't even want to tell you, I'm selling that. I bought another house though just now, so it's kind of crazy because the story's like jumped all over.
Yeah.
So my sister lives in that house, but
Okay.
the one that my niece was crying about, and I made that thing look beautiful. So you have to see the greatness in things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, with houses, a lot of people don't know. You may see a house that's kind of like broken down, and when you remodel it, it becomes one of the most beautiful houses. And
Absolutely.
it adds value to it because
Oh, absolutely.
houses is not like driving a car.
No, 100%.
'Cause
You
the
lose value on cars.
Yeah, you lose value on a car as soon as it lives that lot. But like with the house, the more you put stuff in it, the more you remodel it. Just outside, if you just do your lawn, you're good. It increase the value of the home. So let's talk about just the houses itself. Like, what really got you so interested in buying houses?
Oh, because and it's crazy because I didn't realize the market would be this crazy. And you know how people say real estate and they want to teach you like to have real estate and invest. Because I love stocks too. That's a whole nother animal that I study now a little bit too. I love everything there is about business. I love it. And I love, just like I told you, learning. That's one huge thing. But the house, you can never lose on a house. You can't. Unless, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know about if you're paying top dollar at this point, but I still don't think you'll ever lose. You can never lose in a house, and no matter what you do. And the thing is, me being a garbage man, the master I am, when I'd be driving, I see treasure on the road because I'm like, I could use that light. People remodel their house all the time in different neighborhoods, and they're throwing out mint. When I tell you brand new things, they throw out brand new stuff. Like
Right.
in my studio right now, I got brand new guitars on my wall hanging because somebody threw them out.
So there is the,
Yeah, I said, oh, absolutely. I said, I'm taking them,
So
man.
let me say, I just being a garbage man. Do you just drive
I
or?
drive, yeah, but I used
Okay.
to lift too. Like I do it all. I like doing both just because I know what makes sense, where to be for the guys, and how to.
But like when you're driving and you see something nice and you're not lifting it.
Oh, bro, I'm hitting a spike on the air brake and I'm jumping out that joint.
Say, hey, pause.
Yeah, I'm jumping out. Are you kidding
Don't
me?
touch
Yo,
that.
listen, I even for my DJ stuff, I found the speaker my speaker stand was brand new in the box. I found uh my keyboard thing brand new. Yo, I mean anything you could think of, I'm telling you. It's
Mm.
crazy. I literally I worked at an auction before too, so me remodeling with my houses, I got so much stuff cheap even on that part.
Wow, that's incredible,
I just
man.
see the value in everything. If I The only problem is sometimes I feel like my I got too much stuff.
That's
Where
incredible.
like I hang on to stuff and I need to get rid of it. That's one thing that's one of my downfalls.
Yeah, that's
You know?
man. I wish people would kind of think of it like that because nowadays it's like when you pick up something from like like you see something that's brand new and you pick it up and you know that it could be valuable to whatever, let me say a studio or something. Some people may look at you and say, nah, that's like how did you develop that kind of
Well, that's the thing. I feel like
characteristic?
people, yeah, I feel like this is what I feel like I am. I feel like I'm a creator. I do jump around a lot where I feel like I do love to create and like create magical stuff. Like even on the remodel action, nothing's better than when you remodel it and you walk in and you're like, man, I made that look like that. Or even if I design a shirt and I make a shirt, it's crazy the fact that like, you know what I mean? Like the vision I have is just endless. And I think a lot of people don't have it. I feel like everyone has a talent. They don't discover it if it makes sense.
Right. But you seem very confident, like, and very, like, you believe in yourself so much, But like, how did you develop that? Because some people are afraid to take risks. Some people are afraid because they feel as if, oh, I'm not capable of doing such a thing. But
Well,
like, how did you develop that characteristic within yourself?
you're right because I feel like a lot of people don't want to fail and just building something like because everyone messes up. You mess up on it, and that's what makes you learn on it, and then though, especially with YouTube nowadays, you could build and do anything. I just wish people would apply themselves, and I don't know where I kind of got that though. Like I think that came from me just being. I felt like powerful at a young age, if it makes sense. I really felt like I told you I was way more grown at 13, 14 of being like a little man, if you know what I mean. Just seeing the world through my eyes was just different. It's definitely growing up in different cultures because I grew up in a record shop too with that part of life. And we would go and me and my boys would DJ. Well, they would DJ everywhere and I just would circle around. I just take it all in. I took in everything that I grew up on and took it all in. Like it was, yeah, it was deep. Like even the Arabic culture, like a couple of my boys are Arabic and my sister used to date them too back in the day when I was younger. So I was literally everywhere.
Damn.
Yeah, so I wasn't just in Cheektowaga. So at a young age, I was literally all over the place.
I
Like,
wanted to ask you about DJing because you like man of so many talents. Like you got so much on your plate, but like, and just when you was going into the record shop with your friends and so on, did you ever feel as if you was gonna become a DJ as well, or you was just there just to be there at that moment?
no, because I never thought of it one bit, but I love music that much because music is such a mental game. That is definitely my therapy. Is music, man, and create like that the beats and especially in the '90s that everything was so raw. I used to live and breathe for them mixtapes when the fresh mixtapes come out.
Right.
Riding in that car, pumping that was everything, man.
What is it like? What's the difference right now? Like, cause you see music today, like,
Oh man, bro,
what's your opinion on that?
yo, it's hard to say because there is great music now, and there's great technology but there's so many musical geniuses back in the day that did it without anything, if it makes sense, without that technology and anything else, and they just had more and off the brain. You know what I mean? They had to think more. I feel instead of because the whole AI thing now is so deep. So, I mean, I know we're so new on it, and yeah, I mean, it's that's why I invested in AI too. That's why the whole stock
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. You gotta yeah. You gotta know what the next best thing is, and that's
Nah,
why I love the stock thing. You
right.
gotta, I gotta see what my kids are into. You gotta think, stuff like that. I feel like you have to. And as a young kid, you don't think about your future. None of
Right.
us think about the future, and
Yeah.
that's what I would love to teach kids too. Is you gotta listen to the growth, because I had people chirping in my ear too. Oh, invest in this, invest, like, even just at work wise, that people would tell me to invest into something extra, which is more of extra on my pension. That people, like people have financial advisors. It's pretty much like that. You put a percent of your check in there. You don't need to know what they're doing. Like, they are the brains behind the stock market. Like, them people, watch it every day, stuff like that. Like, we ain't got time for that, but you know what I mean? So the proof is in learning other people's stories. I study a lot of millionaires, and I see, like, them, and they all tell their stories about investing, if it makes sense, like in the stocks. Like, I
Right.
know we jumped into a whole different thing, but my
Yeah.
mind goes sometime
No,
like that.
literally,
And
they say invest in asset and not liability. And stock is an asset because it grows in time. It produces. And also, like, I want to ask you this question because when Bitcoin did drop, did
ooh,
you?
I'm scared of that, bro.
Yeah. Well, why are you scared? you
I
know,
don't
you
like
know,
that.
Bitcoin is actually like up there. But
Yeah,
when
but
it first dropped,
listen to
like, did
me.
you ever thought about
No, I'm
investing
gonna
in it?
tell you what on that. I feel like that's imaginary money, and I know it's a new age, but that is scary to me, because my wife's nephew tried teaching me when it first came out, and I just couldn't get into it because of the fact that there were sites vanishing, and you're just talking about money that's floating in the air. Like, for stocks, you're investing in companies, like companies that exist, if it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different animal. Because the companies that succeed, like the Apple and uh, Tesla, everything. Amazon. Like, you see that. Now Bitcoin is just some coin that somebody made up. Like, yeah, it's scary.
But
That's
do you
one thing I'm scared of.
but do you regret not investing in
Yes,
Bitcoin?
I agree, because at least a couple hundred. I mean, I wish a couple $100. I'm not scared to lose, if it makes
Imagine if
sense.
if you did put like $200,
Oh man, even $1,000, I'd actually maybe take a chance
you'd
on.
be a
And
millionaire right now.
you're right, but then again, I probably would have lost it, because the weirdness of it, I don't even know how the heck to even do it, because it was so
Right.
deep. And he even said he lost a little bit, like where the one site vanished, but he did try to teach me, man. And that's one thing that I didn't want part of. I didn't.
Man.
But I do wish I got like $200 in it. I won't lie. I got something in it just to feel.
Just $200?
Yeah, just to feel. But
Guess
because I
how
know it's a new age
guess
thing.
how much I got in Bitcoin?
You got it?
I got like 3 cents.
Oh, bro, come on.
I was scared too.
3 cents.
I was scared too. I was like, let me see if this 3 cents will vanish.
Yeah, but now look at, they got 100 different names. Like, I don't know. They're
We
just
got
making up any,
Bitcoin,
yeah, like different
Dogecoin.
pet names. I mean, come on, different coins that are like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's definitely too imaginary. I'm a real. My thing is, that's why I like that real, genuine, old school, and that's why I like talking to people face to face and feeling them. Like, because everyone could be fake around even the internet type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to just see people. You want to feel their energy, because that's what like I told you, at that young age, I felt so many people's energy and knew just the real from the fake, and I just wish they wouldn't have tried. There was people trying too hard to impress me, and who the heck am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think the Lord blessed me with something that I didn't know I had at a young age, and now it comes out of me at an old age, and realizing all the smarts, how smart I really was, though. Like,
Yeah.
that I'm building a whole lifestyle and a whole brand for my family. But I put so much work and time and effort in working, like building my whole, uh like all my assets, and that it just makes sense. You just see, you get a lot wiser when you get older, like they say.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, you get wiser because you have gained so much wisdom from people that you've spoken to throughout, like, throughout your time. Just growing up as a young boy to becoming, a man and so on. But I want to ask you about your brand. I mean, Full Blast. I mean, there's a bright future ahead of you. with Full Blast. But like, what do you see? How do you see Full Blast becoming in the next 2 to 3 years?
I mean, I feel like it could become such a big, almost like Nike, because like I told you, my whole slogan is, you got that Nike Just Do It. Like Full Blast is hold nothing back. Like I said, your lifestyle, you're living it. I feel like my brand logo and name is just so powerful. I seen that vision. The craziest thing is the vision for that is I was literally laying in bed watching the UFC, and I'm like, man, I want to create a powerful shirt. So I did. I sketched out this shirt, and I literally drew it out with the, and it has nothing to do with like, you could erase the whole gun aspect. It has nothing to do about no violence, no nothing like that. I just wanted to make something powerful. Like I wanted someone to look bad as, bad as ever, walk into that cage like, yo, I'm coming. You know what I mean? And that's what basically my brand is like in life. Like I'm coming to conquer like whatever I put in. I want to conquer it. Like it's totally what it needs to be. What it, you got to breathe it, man.
Yeah.
You want something, you have to do it, but you have to do it like you can't go half. You gotta go. You gotta go full blast, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you
most
do.
definitely. What's your opinion on martial arts? Because I know you're so much invested in that, and a lot of the people that wear your shirts are fighters. Like what do you say about martial arts? I mean, yourself.
I love it because I took it for a while too. So I took jujitsu and I took kempo, and I feel like absolutely, I feel like we all should kind of learn that. And at the end of the day, because the world is so violent and like just because I want to protect my family. Any of us could be out anytime, whatever, eating lunch or and the way this world is, it's so crazy and deep. You don't know anything, but I feel like it's such a great thing to like, because like the jujitsu aspect, you could literally, I could hold someone without kind of hurting them if it makes sense, and instead of, but then the kempo part of it, like you could get danger because you could literally grip someone so crazy with the claw or anything. Like I would never even punch any, even though I don't want to hurt anyone nowadays, but if someone would come and attack you,
You used to hurt them?
yeah, but I would just give him the block and the chop.
That's it.
My instructor taught me, and it's raw.
Yeah, that's it.
It's fast. It is. It's such a reaction on martial arts. If someone touches you, it is an instinct. The more you do it, like I wish I had more time for it.
Right.
But it's hard. But them good couple of years, they taught me a lot of things, man. Really.
Man, Full Blast, man. I know we're running out of time. What's the time right now? Okay.
Listen, we'll do part 2, part 3,
Yeah,
whatever you want to do, man.
We'll do like part 2. But bro, I appreciate you for coming through. And I'm gonna say this. I like your energy.
Thank you, bro.
You're so vibrant. Like your energy is so vibrant. You came in the room and everybody was just happy to see you. A lot of us was just like shocked by just talking to you. I was so happy. Like you actually have a great energy. And I appreciate you for coming through and sharing your story and your brand with us as well.
I appreciate coming through too, and I appreciate you, man, my man. And now we're family, and exactly.
Yes, sir, most definitely. And I'll have you here for part 2.
Yeah, I got to come back. There's so much to I could write a book.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, next time you come, actually, we could talk about more of, the upcoming projects, because I know you have so much on your plate. You have a lot of different fighters actually.
Yeah, I got to
coming towards.
I got a fighter, the middleweight champ for the BKFC, June 6th. In New Mexico.
Okay.
Redneck Mundell, man. Oh, he's a bad dude. It's going to be a tough
Are
fight.
you going to go watch that fight?
No, my partner is, though. He'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Man, those fights are dangerous.
Yo, 100%. Listen, I'm
actually going to have Brandon. You know Brandon?
Yeah. Brandon Allen.
I'm going to have Brandon on the show next week.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to all network. It's one big family, man.
Most definitely. And we actually spoke about that, so let's make it happen. Maybe we could bring more fighters, kind of talk about, their fighting experiences and what they have learned. Because, fighting is not just fighting, because it's also a life lesson.
Oh, 100%.
It's also a life lesson.
Definitely.
Yeah. And tell the people, where they can follow you, if you have a website and so on, so that way, we can finish up.
So you want to check my website out, it's fullblastclothing.com, and my Instagram is fullblastclothing, and then my beats and my DJ is Fulfilled Productions. Me and my one partner, my boy that DJs that I grew up on, is a mastermind behind everything. And yeah, that's a whole another. That's gonna be on part two.
Yes,
Talk about
sir.
my music and all that kind of.
Most definitely, most definitely. But guys, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, man. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. This is Easy Pinch Out Podcast and go follow Full Blast. And we outside. Let's
Peace,
go.
man.
Peace.